All right, guys, welcome to section 4. Guys, in this section, we're going to cover skip tracing. Skip tracing, I believe, is hands down probably the most important piece to the puzzle, because if the data is bad, it defeats the whole purpose. So if you guys are looking for phone numbers, you need to skip trace. Batches, hands down, I think one of the best, very accurate. And like you said, it's updated almost daily, right, Christina?
Yes. Our information
Awesome.
is actually updated every 60 minutes, and our skip tracing hit rates are 97 to 100%.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, the floor is yours.
Awesome.
Let's dive into it.
All right. So there's a couple of places where you can skip trace inside of batch leads, and I'm going to show you where those are. So first we're going to go and we're going to do the list. We're going to access our list that we pulled the other day. Or in the other video. So that was, we were in Tampa, we were looking at absentee owners, and we were looking at mechanics lien. So once we apply that filter and we pull up these properties, we can go ahead and just click on any one of them. And we can just skip trace right here in the property details. So this would be beneficial or good if you were wanting to just contact one owner at a time, rather than getting all of their information. So once you hit the button, you will have to assign them to a list. So this one was absentee owner. You're going to see an estimated cost. Now, the reason it's estimated is we do have a 98 to 100% hit rate, but if for whatever reason we don't have a record for you, we're not going to charge you for it. Awesome. So just know that. Yeah. Your payment method.
I think you guys are the cheapest too.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I was looking around comparing. I'm like, I think almost everything's double, if not triple.
Nice. That's good.
You guys
are
at. Absolutely.
Well, and then your payment method. So you will always have something in your wallet balance. If you want to recharge, the minimum is $50. You can recharge right here if you didn't have enough to cover it. So make it super easy for you to add money if you need to. But once you assign it to a list, you just hit skip trace, and this is so fun. Here we go. We've got a number and an email. So that's one way to skip trace if you wanted to skip trace one property. If you want to skip trace your whole list, now notice that I skip traced one of these properties already. Batch is not going to charge you. It's not going to try to skip trace the same one again. So it's not going to charge you for it. So over here, I've just selected all the properties on this list. So now we're going to skip trace 24. And we're going to go over here to the actions button. So we're saying we want the entire list skip traced. So we're setting all these properties to be skip traced. We are going to give it a file name. This doesn't actually affect anything in your properties or in your list searches or anything like that. So I typically just will name this one today's date. I don't even know. No, that's not today's date.
I don't even know what day it is.
I don't know. I had to look at my computer.
We're close.
Right. So again, you'll see the estimated cost. Wallet balance is set to go. And then over here, you're going to go ahead and see where it says skip trace success. So over here on the left, you're going to see the skip trace tab. So when we click on this, we're going to see the file name and the total record. So we've got to wait a few minutes for this list to come back. But if you see my hit percent, you can see 96%, 99, 97, 97. This one right here, while we're waiting, that's a fun story. So I was doing a demo with, it says Florida Lake. And when we skip traced it and I saw it was only 59%, I kind of freaked out. And the guy laughed and he's like, no, actually, I was just testing to see how good your data is, because there's like nobody out there in that area. There's like no data. And I was like, you tricked me.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah. So, so you can while we wait for this to be done, I'll show you in the property search. We're just going to do really quick here. So you can skip trace them over here as well. So if you were, doing your list search, you could skip trace right here in the details as well. So in your lists, in your property search, you can skip trace a single property. And then in your
I don't mean to cut you off on that map. Does it show recently sold as well? Is that a filter you can put on, like sold, right? So for all you guys in the course, when I'm talking about how to build the buyers list or finding buyers, say you found a deal where you were just that on the map and, say it was Gilbert, right? Or wherever in the block, you guys could circle, a general area around that property you're trying to wholesale or do whatever with. You guys can look at the recently sold, but call those people. I teach you guys that in the course. So you do exactly what Christina just showed you guys. You click on it, look at the owner, and then say, hey, I saw you just bought the home. Are you looking to buy other homes in the neighborhood? Because I have this house on 123 Main Street. That's powerful. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a faster way of doing it than other ways, because, before all this, it was, okay, let's go on Zillow and then let's build a list and then let's skip trace and then let's call them. Like with this, you're saving yourself so much time.
That's really cool to know. Also, if you wanted to get really detailed, you could do listing date or cancel listing date. And when you're comping, you can also put in like sold within the last 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. So you can actually do a lot of things with the MLS information that we have here too. So
that's
very
awesome.
cool. Yeah. All right. So let's check on our list. Okay, cool. So 24 records, 100%. So now we're going to go back to my list and we're going to pull up our list that we just skip traced and apply. All right. So I'm just going to click on one so you can see. I'm going to show you a few things here. Just so you kind of can understand your skip trace a little bit. So you can see I pulled up the list of all the properties. We had 100% rate, so we don't have to worry about not having any records. Over here, there is a little phone that looks like one of the old school rotary phones, and then there's the cell phone. So typically this is saying that our data is saying that that is a landline and that these are cell phones. Also over here, if you hover over the I, it's going to tell you Puerto Rico, telephone company, landline, known litigator, reachable, tested. So you're going to be able to get, well, if it had that little key, I'm sorry, I'm trying to use the mouse to point it out. So can you see the little icons?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it will give you information if we had that information to it. And then this is the owner's name and information. So now that we have skip traced and we know all the places where we can grab their phone numbers, now we're ready to start contacting our targeted market over here. We can now do text messaging or direct mail. So we'll be back in the next video to teach you all about how to do that.
Awesome. Thank you, Christina. And let's jump to that next segment, guys.